right, so this morning I came into the hospital to get checked out. So I'm sitting here waiting to be seen by a doctor, hopefully gonna get some blood work and stuff done just to see if everything is okay, because already thinking, not really sure. So anyway, I'm keep you updated. I'm in here and I'm waiting and I'll let you know what happens. All right, so I've been here almost 3 hours. I've done my blood work and some other stuff, talked to the doctor. I'm just waiting to hear back to get my results. So yeah, I'm getting so tired. I feel like I'm in jail, laying here on a bed with white walls around me and a light over my head. It's kind of funny, but not really at the same time. So anyway, this is the cycle I go through when getting pregnant. I don't even feel pregnant unless I'm at the hospital. It seems like the regular routine I'm going through. So just waiting. Hopefully my blood work should be back anytime now. All right, so I'm back home now. They did my blood work. Things seem not good, really low. So that's not a very good sign. So probably not going to be a viable pregnancy yet again, but I am going back again tomorrow for more blood work, and I will just keep you updated, I guess, over the next few days, because that's all I can do. I don't really know. So it's not looking promising, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm really grateful, at least, that we were able to get pregnant again, because it's been 1 year and 8 months since we last conceived, which is a really long time. Because for the first few years, it was almost every 6 months that we were getting pregnant, but then losing it. So I'm going to stay positive and focused on the fact that we were able to conceive again is really awesome. And I'm just going to continue to trust that in God's time, we will get a healthy little baby if this one doesn't work out. And again, like I said, it's just really positive that we were able to conceive again. So that gives me hope that if this doesn't work out, we'll be able to conceive again, hopefully soon, within the next few months or whatever, and then one day get that baby that we really have been wanting for so many years. So keep following along. I'll take you back with me tomorrow, and we'll see what happens, I guess. Give it to Daddy.
Come
here. Good girl. Good girl. You getting tired? What a good girl. Oh, you're a good girl. She's already done it like 10 times. Who's a good girl? You can drop it? You're a good kitty. Can you find it? Yep, you got it. Hey. Come on. Gee, how many times will you do it?
She'll play it all day. She always plays for a long time.
Come on. What a good girl. I'm not throwing it, Daddy is. All right, so I just dropped Sam off at school, and it's the next day, by the way. I just dropped Sam off at school, and now I'm back at the hospital. I have to do blood work again today, so we're kind of monitoring baby's development through my blood work, and yesterday's results were not good, so following up today to see if it's getting worse or gonna get better. I have a feeling it's just gonna get worse from here on out until it's over, just like all the other ones. unfortunately, but I'm gonna go in and do the blood work anyway, and then we'll see what it says. But if it's worse, and then I'll just wait, you know, kind of wait it out until it's over again. And then I'm just gonna stay positive that we were able to conceive and will conceive again. And hopefully one day, one of them, I don't know how many I'm gonna have to lose in the meantime, but luckily I have faith in Jesus and he will give me the strength to get through however many losses I have to go through. This will be number 9 if it doesn't work out. So that's a lot, but I'll be able to get through it. Because like Job, he took a lot more than just his kids from him. He took his wife, he took his health, he took absolutely everything from Job, and Job never lost faith. And I will be like Job, and I will not lose faith, and I will make it through this no matter what the outcome is. So let's head into the hospital and poke the other arm. Here's yesterday's poke. I got good veins for it, but I ain't going back in the same arm. It's pouring rain out. Look out behind me. I'm just waiting in the hall. You know, the whole check-in thing. I got a bunch of people in front of me, so yeah. So this is fun way to spend your morning. Hospitals. It doesn't even feel like I'm pregnant unless I'm at the hospital. It's so routine to end up here. Welcome to my life. There we go, all done. All right, so I'm all finished up at the hospital. While I was sitting there, I had time to kill, waiting for my turn to get called. And I was creeping through online, just some stuff online, and I seen that my bishop was heading to another town close, well, an hour and a half away, for a rally for life. They were holding a mass first, and then they were heading to the legislate building for a rally for life shortly after. So I just noticed it while I was sitting there, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's happening I noticed it was happening in the next couple of hours. So as soon as I was done my blood work, I headed straight in that direction. Again, it's like an hour and a half away. I have kitties behind me playing in a box. They're driving me crazy. So here's me sitting there at the hospital doing blood work to see if I'm about to have my 9th miscarriage in a row. Well, there's people out there aborting babies all the time, and it's legal. I absolutely hate that. Completely disagree with the fact that it should be legal. A lot of people out there who believe it should be legal, one of the first things they'll ever say to me when I say that I don't agree with abortion is, what about the people who were raped? Now, we need to be realistic here. It's about 1%, if that, of people that are in abortion clinics that were actually raped. The majority of people that are in abortion clinics are because they decided to have unprotected sex without thinking about the consequences, and selfishly they want to enjoy the pleasures of sex but not the responsibilities of what may come with it. That is the majority of people that are standing at abortion clinics, not people who are raped. It's such a small percentage of those people that were raped, and it was no fault of their own that they got pregnant. Most people there, it's their fault, and they're there to kill another human life. And it just disgusts me. I absolutely hate it. And I hate that not only is it legal, but that our tax dollars pay for it. It is so wrong for people who are against abortion to have to pay your tax dollars towards people to kill another human being. And that's what it is. It's a human life. The baby inside of me hasn't been there very long, but it's still a baby. It's still my baby. And if it dies, that's a life that has now been taken from this earth. And, you know, all of mine have died on their own. But to think there's people out there just purposely killing humans is just absolutely disgraceful. And the fact that we are, as a society, allowing it and encouraging it by providing it for free is just absolutely horrendous. So I started heading that direction to go to the mass and go to the rally and support it all. And about halfway there, I was stuck they're working on a bridge. So I was stuck there at a red light waiting for them to work. And I went and just checked on my phone again to get the actual name of the rally and make sure I was heading to the right place. And I realized it was yesterday. So that was really disappointing that I missed it. And so I turned around and came home. So now I'm sitting at home, and all I'm going to do is pray for all these individuals who are out there having abortions or thinking about having abortions, and just pray to the good Lord that they don't, and that it stops being legal, because it certainly should not be legal. I'm not saying, someone who was raped, I know that it would be so hard for them to have a baby and look at it and think about that terrible time that went through them. But I mean, there's adoptions. If you don't want to see it, just have it taken right after you give birth, taken to be adopted somewhere else. There's so many people in the world who would love to have have a baby and can't have their own and would love to adopt. That's not an avenue Jeremy and I are looking at right now, but there's tons of people in the world who would do that. So to kill the baby that never asked to be born, you can't kill the child for the father's sins. You just can't. It's murder. It's just what it is. And you should never kill a child for their parents' sins, because if they're having sex outside of marriage, which a lot of them usually are that are aborting their babies, that's their sin and that's their problem, and the baby shouldn't be responsible and be murdered for it. It's really makes me angry, and I never liked abortion. I never agreed with it, and now being a woman who wants to have a child, prays to have a child, crying out to the Lord to have a child for over 5 years now, and has lost so many in a row, I'm just even more disgusted. I never ever agreed with it, but it's even more hurtful now knowing these people are going and doing that when there's so many people in the world who want babies and can't have them. So anyway, there's my rant. So now I'm home for the day, and I'm just gonna clean up, do some laundry, and take it easy. It's a rainy day around here, so it'll be just a whole whack of laundry. Gonna go downstairs and get a fire going and hang out here for the day and just kind of relax and see what the weekend brings. But again, thanks guys for coming along on our journey and just being here with me through this whole thing. It is a frustrating time for sure, but I'm glad to have you all along with me. And anyone who's going through similar things, just stay strong in faith. And there's not really much I can say, because I know for the first few that I went through, it was like you basically couldn't say anything to me that would console me. Anything people said was actually probably more annoying than anything. So I try not to say much, but that I don't know. It's kind of out of our hands, unfortunately, to say, like, in God's timing and God's will. Sometimes I found I'd get really frustrated with that, so I'm not even going to say it, because I know that it really bothered me, just thinking of all the other people out there having babies, ungodly people having babies, and people who are going to hurt, and people who are going to hurt children having them, and it's just such a disgusting thought. So I don't even like to think about that sort of stuff. But I mean, all I can say is keep trying and never lose your faith, because to say like, oh, in God's time you'll get it. Maybe not. Maybe you'll never get one. Maybe I'll never get another child. But with the help of God, I will get through that. I will get through every miscarriage. I will get through every month that isn't successful. I'll get through the pain of that. So I'm not going to say that I will get another baby, but I know that with the help of the Lord, I will get through whatever this life throws at me. Baby, no baby, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. I will get through it, because I have Jesus Christ close to me, beside me, in my heart, and he will help me through any and every situation that life throws at me. So that's basically all I can say, is like, trust in Jesus that he will get you through the pain, through this time that you're going through, whatever it is, even if it's not having to do with babies, whatever sickness or whatever you're going through. Just trust in Jesus that he will get you through it. Not always that he'll heal you, not always that he'll make the situation better anytime soon, not always that you're going to get your baby, not always that you're going to get whatever it is you're asking for, but you'll get the strength to get through it. That's one thing I have definitely learned. I've been praying for a baby for years, still haven't got it, but I've got the strength to get through it, and that is so much more important. So anyway, thanks guys for coming along and following me on this, happy, sad, adventure, journey, stressful time. All right, I'm going to go get that fire going. It's been quite a few days since we've had a fire because it's been so warm out. But today is so rainy and cold. All right, now that that's done, I'm going up to the shower and get ready for the day. It'll warm up in here real nice.
Oh, Mikey.
Mm-hmm.
Whee! It's a little Mikey bus.
Yeah, a bus for the kitty.
So cute.
What do you think, Mike?
He's so cute.
Beautiful summer days, and we want to show off the truck, so we had to get it all cleaned up. Jeremy's washed her and she's looking fabulous.